I'm Victone Onyango Otieno, Director INUKA Success Organization. INUKA Success Organization is one of a member organization to SRHR UHC Alliance. Basically, as INUKA, we lead the visibility and publicity of the alliance, and what we focus on is using the alternative media. In the alternative media, we engage to see to that the dissemination of policies that have been developed within the Kisumu County is effective, taking into consideration that during this time of pandemic, there is a lot of issues that hinders the community participation. So the use of alternative media such as basically digital media, we have the Twitter, we have the Facebook. Currently we are also developing the Alliance website, which is 75% done. We're also developing blogs. These are really help us to disseminate the right information to the community. We are also be able to track the successes that the Alliance have been able to achieve in partnership with the county government together with the policy makers. So what I want to say is that as INUKA Success Organization together with the Alliance, we look at taking the conversation to the next level. We are looking at how best do we ensure that the community are able to access to the information that are being disseminated. We're also looking at the issues that are around budget. How best do we ensure that the community participate in the public participations and decision making when it comes to the budget issues? We are taking this conversation down to the community. We are also engaging the policy makers to help us so that we can be able to attract the commitments. We have political commitments that came as a result of UHC. For example, in Kisumu County, we are currently focusing on insurance-based UHC scheme. So this is a scheme that is meant to pay for the residents of Kisumu, around 45,000 households, so that they can be able to access services. So what we do is that we make sure that this information is down at the community through alternative media. Another thing that we do is we make sure that we are able to disseminate policies. For instance, currently we are disseminating some of the bills that Kisumu County is working on around health, like Facility Improvement Fund. This is a bill that is in the assembly, and we want people to get to know what is all about this bill. We are also starting a budget cycle. We are going to make sure we disseminate all the tools, all the tools and the documents that are needed to make a decision to the community, so that when the community are deliberating on the matters to do with the budget, then they are able to know when to engage with the county government. So basically that is what we do. During the World Malaria Day, we did a Twitter chat, and we were able to trend at position 19 in Kenya, and I think that was a mileage because people contributed. We were looking at the impact of malaria when it's come to mortality and morbidity within Kenya, and people were able to send their views. We were able to analyze this data so that when we go to discuss with our policy makers, we tell them the need and why it is very important to do what? To work on matters to do with maternal health. Another thing that we have done so far is making sure that we are creating a platform. Our website is having a platform where we shall be uploading all the policies that are related to UHC. We shall be also uploading all the documents that are related to budget. Reason being that finding these documents has been a challenge, and so we are creating a channel where the general public can log in and they can access all those tools. We are also coming up with infographics where we summarize the policies in 1 to 2 pages, so that anybody who read it can understand. Because you realize that these books are very wide. You look at the policy books, they are very wide. But we are coming up with the strategies to make a 1-page, a 2-page infographic where a community member can read and can understand that actually this is what is right, and that is why I need to support this or I don't need to support this. So this is an approach that I believe is going to make sure that the general public participate. Notice that there is still a challenge when it's come to reaching out to the community on the reaching out to the community. So what we are calling upon is that we need the alliance to be equipped basically with necessary equipments that can help us to access social media effectively. For instance, some of the times we need to have a conversation within the community, but you realize that the community it's too wide. So we need to build our visibility team with enough resources. We still need to work on a sustainability of our visibility, because the projects will end, but we will want the alliance media advocacy to continue. So the key ask here is that we need to have resources. If good, it is important that the alliance can acquire its own equipments so that the work around media advocacy can continue. Whether we have money or not, then we can deploy our own resources, our own personnel to make sure that community issues are championed. Thank you.